Greetings, Patriots, Starseeds, light workers, and of course our brave military. Welcome to 1776 United, and we're in a worldwide and galactic revolution. And I am Alex West, and today is September the 30th, last day of September. Ready to walk into Red October. Very exciting times right now. So anybody that, has been following me for a long time, they know who I am. And for the new ones that are just starting to follow, my name's Alex West, and I've been battling, on these podcasts since the days of the invention of the smartphone. And it goes back, probably I got active around 2014, 2015. Now, but I do want to say that, I have a long history of being a patriot in Canada. I love the people. I love the country. I've been through it all. But I hate the government, and I've been fighting the government ever since I was 17, back in the days of the longshoreman strikes in Vancouver, where we got our got beat up along the picket lines by the Premier Bennett in those days, that came in and basically, shut us down for what we were trying to do legally. And that's when I was red-pilled. At that point, I realized that we're dealing with a criminal organization. And I've basically been fighting them and been an anti-government person ever since. Now, excuse me. Now, where we're at now with this situation with what's going on in the States and these tariffs, and, we're seeing all of this come on more and more. And we're going to see more of it. And, I know I've got, people that follow me that are extremely smart. They got high IQs. And there's a lot of people out there in Canada that are with extremely high IQs. But for you other ones that seem to want to follow the current administration, you're going to be on the wrong side of history. They are on the wrong side of history. And I can tell you why, because I have sat back for since the days of, I think, around 2014 when I seen, actually it goes back to 71 when I seen the first Trudeau come in and see what he did. He really woke me up. But then when I seen his kid come in, his other son come in 2014, I knew, and then I started watching what he was doing and how he was taking down our country piece by piece, brick by brick. Then of course let's get it manifest, or let's go forward till today, which now he's in got this other financial bankruptcy terminator come in and basically continuing to take our country down brick by brick. We have no room left, Patriots. We have basically no wiggle room left. The politicians, if that's what you want to call them, that run this country are absolutely gotta be the stupidest people on the planet. And I'll tell you why. It's because you're going up against the big brother that's bigger, tougher, and probably a lot smarter. And you still want to go ahead and fight them. That is a recipe for disaster. If Trump wanted to, he could come in, and they probably already have, because we're not even a country. I just want to remind everybody, Canada is not a country. We have never ratified that. We never signed any peace treaty or confederation with anybody other than the monarchy out of England. And what did they do? They came in and stabbed a flag, their flag, into the ground and says, this is ours. After many, many other discoverers came in and claimed the land before then. and they never signed any treaty with the First Nations. They never did nothing except go around from village to village with the Mohicans and the Mohawks and all the other eastern native First Nations, and they killed them, and they burned out their villages, and they buried all the bodies on where the Parliament sits now, so nobody would ever discover it. Let that sink in. We've never been a country. We've had very evil people come in and take over and then make a claim that, we are such a free and open country, and yet it couldn't be further from the truth. If you have to pay 1 penny in taxes, you're not free. If you have to pay anything in gas prices and taxes, or food and taxes, or even clothes, you're not free. When you have police forces only loyal to the monarchy, which is now dead and doesn't exist anymore, you're not free. And for you people on the left that want to continue supporting the Liberal Party in Canada, you will soon be facing your demise up close and personal very, very soon. You will end up being on the wrong side of history, because the United States is about to drop the border and about to come into every city and clean out all the filth and scum that has been developing over many years. The corruption in this country is just as bad here as it is in the United States, and even worse in England. It's all being run by, very unpopular people. And as you will see now, if you have a government such as the Liberal government, people like Doug Ford and Prime Minister Carney, I had a hard time spitting that one out. I cannot believe these people doing the things that they're doing, and they are basically signing their own, D warrant, because this is going to be catastrophic, not just for them. Their stupid moves will be basically making the Canadian people suffer. If we were to just, throw our egos out the window and sit down and do proper negotiation, such as Danielle Smith is doing, and I'll get to her in a minute, but we would be a lot better off. Danielle Smith took the best route and the smartest route, which was to deal with the amount of, deal with Big Brother by doing signings and selling what the Americans want, which is oil. And they're given the top dollar like everybody else is. And I can guarantee you, once Alberta gets fully separated from Canada, they will not have any tariffs to deal with the Americans. But the rest of Canada, and the ones that these Liberals that want to hold out and want to play tough guy, you're going to make the people suffer so bad that everybody's going to move away, and you're going to end up being holding the barrel. And if they don't move away, they're going to be so pissed off, they're going to come in and take over your office, because you are not fit to run what you say you're capable of running now. The Alberta right now, and Saskatchewan, and possibly the interior of British Columbia, I think will all soon find out that they will be signing referendums to start doing business with the United States. And these threats going back and forth by this wizard Doug Ford, by saying he's going to shut off the power in Michigan and Illinois and wherever else to be in these states, you know what? You just basically put a target on your forehead to say you are the biggest dummy on the planet for doing this. Where do you gain anything by making these gestures or these threats towards the American people that have been buying our power? Where do you have even the authority to do that over the Canadian people? Your stupid moves are only going to make the Canadian people suffer. Right now, I believe that the Americans can come in and just plant the flag saying, you have become the 51st state. I think Trump is just doing it, trying to do it politely first. But, you're really messing with a bull. And, he can not just stop wars. He's stopped 8 of them now between countries, but he can also start a war. And he has that capability, and he has the power. And I think Trump, as a patriot Canadian elder, I think Trump is doing the right thing. I think he needs to bring his military up into Canada and start cleaning out these corrupt operators that have been controlled by offshore executive banks, unelected banksters, and get rid of them and let the people have, set their mark and do a proper court against their treasonous activities and what they've been doing. Because I think if you really uncover, lift the rug up and see what is actually under the offices of some of these unelected politicians in Canada, you'll see that how dirty they really are. We as Canadians, and I know that there's a lot of Canadians out there that want to be a part of the Americans and part of the United States because they see how Trump is cleaning up the cities. 19 to be exact. 19 cities right now, and maybe another 10 going on the block that will be cleaned up of all the Antifa and the other neurotic filth that is there. And they're going to be turned into beautiful cities again. I'm already seeing Chicago. People are out walking their dogs and they're pushing their babies in carriages again. And, they're interviewing them and they're saying, yes, it's very peaceful down here. Instead of the crime-ridden streets that were there, the shootouts at night, all of it's disappeared. And this is how fast, and I'm telling you, Canadians, this is how fast they can clean up Canadian cities as well. And mark my words, they will be here because military is the only way. I, as a patriot, consider myself one of the digital warriors, the tip of the sword, and everybody that resonates with me and follows me, you are also the tip of the sword. You have always been there through your tough times and how you've been treated by your fellow Canadians because you did not comply with any of the bullshit they were trying to lay out. You can reward yourself as being on the right side of history. That is your legacy, being on the right side of history. And the rest of them, if they don't wake up, it's going to be a very, very bad ending for them. All I'm saying right now, Patriots, is prepare for what's coming in October. And whatever you're seeing in the United States right now, I mean right now, and what's going on, is what's going to happen in Canada. Because what's going on in Canada by having these criminals try to run our operation here is only going to be one of those, to get it cleaned up will be by military only. I believe that we are in the closing days of the end days of this anarchy, and they are at the doorstep of their own reality. Just remember, everything that they have done in their lives, they've done it themselves. They put it on themselves. It's not like they haven't been warned. And this is the final warning, because whatever you have done and you've continued to do it, I don't care what position you hold in this country, you will be dealt with. And I know that that's what's coming. Anyways, my time is up on this one, and thank you for listening to my rant.